problem with the law is um, it doesn't, you know, um, they don't um, take your situation into account, and like they do to a point, but not enough. They don't empathize enough. They don't empathize with your motivation to commit the crime. Um, you know, they have this way of thinking that's ultimately like you just don't do that. And the problem with when you say that you just don't do that, that's that's devaluing the fact that you're a human being. Is that the right word? It's just not, you know. It's just like it's just the right word in every video, but it is not taking into account that you're a human being. You know, if you take into account that you're a human being, saying you just don't do that doesn't apply. Um, it's you gotta look at the individual. You gotta look at the situation. You gotta look to understand what they're going through, why they commit the crime, and what they were going through when they committed the crime. Um, you know, the fact of the matter is we do actually we do. I don't the fact that I used the word actually. We do have to um, let people get away with some stuff. If you commit a hate crime, someone was out of line to you and they, made you angry because they were hateful and abusive and in the wrong. It's very rich to throw someone in jail for just sticking up for themselves. If someone's being hateful to you and out of line to you, and then you beat the shit out of them, or if you kill them, or if you fucking cut them up, or whatever the fuck, they had that coming. If you're just fucking horrible to someone who didn't fucking deserve it, who did nothing to you, it's that's just we can't live in this world where people can do hateful things and then they can call the police on you if you retaliate in such a way where it's just like, oh no, you took it too far. That's not fucking right, because then you're basically encouraging people to be fucking assholes and take, just see what they can get away with, you know. If you're gonna be a fucking shitty person, if you're gonna be an asshole, you've got to be prepared for the fact that motherfucker might cut you up, you know. Um, we can't. The fact of the matter is everybody knows that there's a lot of fucking bullying and there's a lot of fucking hate in the world, and we know it's happening, and people don't care. The society is so fucked up because we're just letting people get away with being bullies, and we're letting people get away with bullying and being hateful, and we're letting people get away with this. It's too easy. If I go into town tomorrow, if I just really listened into what people were saying, I bet you I could catch quite a lot of stuff where it's just like it's out of line. I mean, you hear it all the time. People are always out of line, and it's if the police controlled, um, you know, people's behaviors a little bit more. If the police didn't let people just blatantly be hateful to others for no good reason, then we'd live in a more civil world, and we'd live in a lot more, like, people would be a lot more scared, right? And people would be a lot more sensible. And if you'd be walking through life, and if you heard somebody say something nasty, it would blow your fucking mind, because it would be like, how could someone just risk fucking getting their dick fucking cut off? Because that would be the norm. It'd be like, if you fucking commit, if you're an asshole to someone, then they have the right to fucking cut your dick off, right? And like, we need to stop saying you're taking it too far. You can't do something like that, because at the end of the day, it's you can't be saying horrible stuff to people. You can't be bullying them. You can't be out of line. Obviously don't abuse it, and don't be like, oh, sometimes people just, accidents happen. Sometimes someone says something and the tonality of their voice was a bit off. Sometimes that can just be an accident, so don't abuse things, but if but if someone's just like blatantly just like being an asshole, and there's no question about it, they were just a fucking asshole, they're just being an asshole, we should fucking live in this world where you can stick up for yourself, and you can fucking like, this idea of taking things too far really needs to fucking, you need to chuck that shit out, because it's fucking, it makes me angry. It makes me fucking angry when you fucking say, like, you took it too far. You never take it too far. There's no such thing as taking it too far. When you're angry, don't be a fucking bitch and go like, oh no, I can't do that. It's like, no, if you're angry, beat the fucking living shit out of this fucker. Don't hold back. Cut that fucking dick off. Cut that fucking tits off. Fucking do it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the police just need to control people from, being assholes, being bullies. You need to scare the shit out of society so it fucking stops, right? Because it's not fucking okay, it's not fucking on. You got too many people fucking killing themselves from getting bullied. And, it really shouldn't be the victim who's killing themselves. It should be the fucking bullies who are fucking getting punished and tortured, Like, what would you rather, right? Listen to this. What would you rather? A world where bullies get their fucking dicks cut off and get fucking beaten the shit out of, and, just fucking go to jail for that shit and fucking get tortured? Or would you rather a world where the victim kills themselves, self-harms, feels like shit about themselves, is depressed, is crying and all this stuff? I know which one sounds more barbaric. However, which one sounds more like, yeah, I'd rather that. I know it's barbaric, but at the same time, it's like, if you love people, I mean, if you love, if you're all about good people and, celebrating good people and if you're all about justice, I mean, I would rather a world where the victim's fucking happy and the bullies getting fucking killed, you know, and fucking tortured and all this shit. It's the bully that should be fucking paying, right? I don't give a fuck how they get fucking. I know this sounds fucking crazy and barbaric, but I don't give a fuck how that motherfucker gets fucking like how they pay for it, right? I'd much rather than a bully get fucking their dick cut off than a victim cries, is depressed, and ends up killing themselves and self harm and all this stuff. You know, I can sleep way better at night knowing that a fucking bully, has got their fucking dick cut off than, like I say, a victim's fucking depressed and kills themselves and self harms and all that. That's all I'm saying. All right, bye.